You may now begin your presentation.
What makes them move?
What makes them not move?
What makes them change?
What makes their life better? What makes your life better?
We discovered the answer of this question through 9 years of activities.
Let me explain to you through the two projects among the four that we proceeded.
Project Mishra. Single moms or mother who gave up their life for their children. However, paradoxically, nurturing became a problem for single moms in getting jobs, while they had to work to support their children. And since so far, single moms in Korea are facing serious problems in their daily lives. Therefore, we launched Project Mishra in order to resolve these situations. Mishra will help single moms have a better social life by helping them to achieve the financial independence and by assisting with nurturing. The Project Mishra's mission is improvement of the life of single moms through healthy lunchbox business.
Mishra decided to make the best use of the fact that single moms receive basic cooking education at single mom centers. We found out that, along with the continuously growth of the lunchbox market, consumers have become more concerned about health eating because of the well-being trend. At the time, the low-starch diet Tanita was a big success in Japan. Therefore, Mishra chose to enter into business selling improved lunchboxes with the Tanita as the motive. After this, the project proceeded in four big steps: securing of the participants and workplaces, menu development and delivery, expansion of the business, and the handover of the business to new executives.
In step 1, Mishra recruited 2 participants and secured a workplace through partnership. Mishra planned the project with the current participants whom we met at Bonder and Esther Home. Mishra also went into a partnership with 행복나눔 Plus, which was already proceeding with its own lunchbox business, and rented the necessary workplace free of charge. In step 2, Mishra developed lunchbox menu and proceeded with the business by B2B delivery. We proceeded with the menu development required for lunchbox delivery. As a result, various dishes were created, such as tofu steak and citron-marinated pork barbecue. We delivered these lunchboxes B2B. In case of general B2C model, there was a problem in that more than 40% of the prime cost was distribution cost due to individual delivery. In order to solve this problem, Mishra chose the B2B model, which can deal with more customers at once. As a result, we reduced 35% of distribution cost and were able to make a stable income structure because it was easy to predict profit.
In step 3, Mishra took over the infrastructure of 행복나눔 Plus and expanded the business. 행복나눔 Plus, which previously dealt with only standard lunchboxes, began to receive orders related to this well-being concept, and proceeded with the collaboration based on the Tanita recipe of Mishra. The collaboration was successful because the sufficient human and material resource of 행복나눔 Plus and the distinct lunchbox concept of Mishra made up for each other's shortfall. Mishra then took over the infrastructure from 행복나눔 Plus, which was preparing for social restoration at the time. As a result, the business foundation became stable. Consequently, Mishra was able to continuously grow based on the 3 steps of the business, beginning with the total sales of 1.4 million won in April. And the delivery capacity increased by 300%, with total sales of 38 million won and 20 million won of net income. In step 4, Mishra provided education so that the participants can read the business. Mishra devised a business plan in which Ms. Jong Choi, who wants to run a business, becomes the representative, and the other single moms, including Ms. Oh Kyun, work as employees. We wish to provide education for the knowledge necessary for running a business. And Ms. Choi learned the management knowledge through the sustained post-school promotion of a social enterprise business and the Women Self-Support Business Contest. Currently, Mishra is helping the participants learn how to run the business by themselves. Therefore, Mishra secures sustainability and most of them achieved financial independence.
사람이 한두 번 손빨래기는 할 수 있지만 그 세네 번 재차하려니까 그거에 대한 어떤 부끄러움이 있어요. 이 도시락은 조금 특별합니다. 바로 미혼모들의 자립 의지가 담긴 도시락이기 때문입니다. 이들이 도시락 업체를 창업하기까지 주변 사람들의 도움이 컸습니다. 오경 씨도 이곳을 통해 자립을 꿈꾸고 있습니다.
Mishra wishes to provide opportunities for self-reliance to more single moms and plans to establish a rotation structure that resolves fundamental nurturing and employment problems at the same time. We call this future plan between, and it is divided into employment and childcare part. For the employment part, Mishra gives out free lunch boxes to single moms and children at the center. The participants of Mishra then teach cooking to single moms and lecture on their experiences. Lastly, we provide opportunities for single moms who have completed education to be employed at Mishra. For the childcare part, Mishra is under discussion with Eunpyeonggu Nursery School Cooperative about accepting the children of new single moms free of charge. This will solve the childcare problem, which is the biggest obstacle to the self-reliance of single moms. If the goals of between are achieved through these processes, Mishra can not only provide opportunities for financial independence to single moms, but also sustain stable employment. The participants have changed their life through the small lunch boxes of Mishra. Our goal is to make more single moms able to produce lunch boxes with their dreams inside.
Project Sullivan. Miss Serengyun has realized her dream as a barista. The aroma of the coffee she makes gives the cafe a fragrant air. It is not just Miss Yoon, but many other deaf people in Korea who have fulfilled their dreams of becoming barista through the Sullivan Project. They had enough enthusiasm and ability. The only thing they lacked was the educational opportunities. When we began this project in 2008, there were not any institutions that provided barista education for the deaf. This is why the Sullivan Project started and Sullivan created the opportunities. The Project Sullivan's mission is financial independence of the deaf through the barista education and coffee business.
Sullivan wishes to secure education and sustainability and solve employment problems, which was the future plan set last year. We signed MOUs with official institutions in order to establish an education system independent from Sullivan. We try to develop the educational system through a three-step process.
Step 1 of the system is the change of recruitment. In order to implement education focused on employment, we selected and recruited deaf individuals who are committed to finding employment. Therefore, Sullivan systemized the application format and interview process, and the 10th recruitment drive was completed with everyone need to be employed. Step 2 is recruitment of customized instructor. Previously, the education system used instructors without disabilities and sign language interpreters, but this resulted in a decrease of educational satisfaction. We solved this problem by recruiting deaf barista instructor. Step 3. Step 3 is enhancement of the curriculum. Sullivan enhanced employment preparation in the previous curriculum. Moreover, we tried to create a curriculum that is suitable for the deaf trainees.
Although we established this kind of system, we face another difficulty in independent management of the business in the deaf community. because the settlement of the system required a lot of money. Sullivan solved this problem through securing funds of 13 million won by suggesting its independent system to a business run by Korean Disabled People's Development Institute. Through these three steps, Sullivan secured educational sustainability and solved the problem of employment, satisfying the previous year's future plan. We have completely handed over this system to Sadaemin Municipal Deaf Welfare Center, and the Welfare Center managed the system on its own.
As a result, we proceeded with the barista advisor course and trained the deaf barista Haeryong Yoon to be the deaf instructor fully in charge of the education of the deaf. And through this, we reduced educational costs and maximized efficiency. The educational satisfaction of the participants increased by 13%. And through this education focused on employment, for the first time in Sullivan's history, all of the participants of the 10th class became certified baristas. Moreover, these participants achieved an employment rate of 87%, which was 64% higher compared to the accumulated rate. And the employment earned an average of 1.2 million won monthly. As a result, for the past 1 year, 7 deaf baristas and the instructor have made 26 million won, and Sullivan produced a profit of 40 million won through this independently established system.
Through the establishment of the system, we raised internal competitiveness and prepared for the next leap forward at the same time. The cookies in the picture are Sullivan's unique swag cookie, meaning I love you in sign language. These cookies became a medium for publicizing us to the masses. We tried to create new possibilities by producing these cookies with 좋은 세상 Bakery, which is another social enterprise. Our first step for communication was delivery to individual cafes. Beginning with the cafes in the school, 3 individual cafes in the area are selling the cookies currently. And we achieved communication with 893 people without disabilities.
Even though Sullivan trainees had barista certificates, they lacked opportunities to get job experiences in contrast with those without disabilities. Attempting to provide job experience to deaf, we are trying to make a breakthrough through Swakuki. While we were in constant contact with individual cafes for delivery of the Swakuki, we found out that employers were feeling burdened by cost of napkins and cup holders. Therefore, we came with a solution that can resolve the problems of both the lack of job experience of the deaf and the cost of supplies at cafe. Sullivan's new process proceeds following these 4 steps. Further production of the Swakuki, production of napkins and cup holders with profits earned by sales of the Swakuki, provide to cafes, hire interns. This process launched the point of the production of napkins and cup holders. Through this process, the cafe employers not only solve the problems with production costs, but also enhance their brand image. The deaf gain chances for work experience and will be a stepping stone for the employment in the coffee industry.
안녕하세요. 저는 현재 파티파 골드 동상한 파티파 등장 유태영이라고 합니다. 여기에서는 과거 설리번 프로젝트의 두 단계사입니다.
barista instructor Hae Yoon, Mr. Johansson, employed at cafe, and 60 Sullivan trainees. Those who gained educational opportunity through Sullivan are now changing their life on their own.
So, did you find out the answer? What makes their life better?
We found out that the beginning of the life change is nothing but the participants. They are changed by themselves.
Single mom sold over 8,000 lunch boxes.
They earn 38 million won.
They produce a profit of 9 million won by themselves.
One of the single moms is ready to be Michelin's CEO.
They're changing their lives by lunch boxes of Michelin.
7 deaf trainees becomes a barista.
One of them became a barista instructor.
Sullivan made complete constancy of the project.
Their barista made 100 million by themselves.
They are changing their lives by barista, which they dream to be.
We are together.
We achieve change together.
These are our answer of the question.
We are Electors!
Thank you very much. We'll now begin our question and answer period. Only judges may ask questions.
발표 감사합니다. 저희 미시락 프로젝트에 있어서 B2B 채널에 포커스했다고 했는데 그 미혼모들이 B2B 비즈니스 디벨롭먼트를 계속하기 좀 어려운 모델인 것 같아서요. 그런 부분에서 어떻게 앞으로 서스테이너블 그 비즈니스를 도와줄 수 있는지 궁금합니다.
제가 답변 드리겠습니다. 좋은 질문 감사드립니다. 저희는 지금 미혼모들에게 단순히 놀이교육뿐만 아니라 포스코 세스네 프로그램을 통해서 사회적 기업 육성 사업 교육을 진행하고 있습니다. 이 교육은 약 9주간의 교육이 진행됨으로써 이것뿐만 아니라 저희는 또한 박민성 교수님과 함께 사업 경영 지식을 토대로 지금 최정 씨가 이 사업의 CEO로 될 준비를 하시고 계십니다.
솔리반 프로젝트에서 그 바리스타 등록을 받고 난 다음에 그 카페에 취업하는 게 어려웠다 했는데요. 그 취업하고 난 다음에 이제 비장애인과 같이 일하는 것이 참 어렵기 때문에 카페에서 고용을 잘 안 할 것 같거든요. 그럼 어떻게 해결하셨어요?
제가 답변드리도록 하겠습니다. 현재 그 디자인과의 소통 같은 경우에는 지금 많은 분들이 저희가 90년대 교수님을 투여하는데 지금 15분들이 취업하셨는데 거의 그런 부분들은 커뮤니케이션이 원활하게 이루어지는데요. 단지 안 좋은 점은 처음에 청과자인 바리스타라는 어떤 선입견 때문에 개인 카페에서는 그들을 전혀 고용하지 않고 생각하고 있습니다. 따라서 저희는 그런 문제점을 파악하여서 수학 쿠키를 통해서 그런 선입견들을 좀 허물려고 하는데요. 청와사의 바리스타 분들 같은 경우에는 그 바리스타라는 직업이 어떤 것인지 직간접적으로 경험할 수 없습니다. 그 일반인들 같은 경우는 아르바이트나 다른 영업 여러 경험을 통해서 들을 수 있지만 청와사의 분들은 그런 부분이 많이 적거든요. 따라서 저희는 커뮤니케이션에 있어서는 일하시면서 일반인들께서는 전혀 소통에 문제가 없다고 하시지만 어떤 선입견 문제 때문에 그들이 개인 카페에서 취업하거나 아니면 창업을 하면서 어려운 것들을 지금 저희는 해결하려고 퓨처플랜을 잡았습니다. 감사합니다.
설리반 프로젝트도 그렇고 그 도시락 프로젝트도 그렇고 하나 자체가 굉장히 큰 프로젝트인데 특히 두 개를 하셨으니까 그래서 하나를 해서 이렇게 더 크게 하는 거 같고요. 두 분들이 팀 능력이 많아가지고 시간이 남아서 두 개를 하셨는지 왜 그렇게 하는지 궁금합니다.
질문이 혹시 오늘 발표에서 2개 프로젝트 설명하는 거 저희는 지금 총 4개 프로젝트가 진행되고 있는데 요즘 어떻게 보면 오늘 이 좋은 자리에서 저희가 한 결과물에 대해서 발표하기 위해서 잠시여서 프로젝트를 하게 되고요. 특별히 어떤 이유가 있거나 미시라 같은 프로젝트 같은 경우는 작년에 저희가 10월 달부터 프로젝트가 런칭되었는데 1년 동안 어떠한 변화가 있었는지를 보여주기 위해 17분 짧은 시간 동안 최선을 다해서 해봤습니다.
잠깐 첨언을 하자면 굉장히 저희는 잠을 줄여가면서까지 열심히 말씀을 드리고 싶습니다.
우리나라 사회에 취약계층들이 굉장히 다양하고 많지 않습니까? 그 중에서 청각장애인과 미용을 특별히 주목하게 된 계기는 이유가 있는지, 그게 사회적인 임팩트를 어떻게 끼친다고 분석하신 적이 있는지
미혼모와 청각장애인의 대상자를 잡은 이유와 그리고 어떤 사회적 임팩트를 낼지에 대한 질문에 대한 답변을 드리도록 하겠습니다. 저희 같은 경우에는 프로젝트의 시작 단계는 어떤 비즈니스 모델이 아니라 대상자부터 시작합니다. 설리번 프로젝트 같은 경우에는 청각장애인분들이 금융 지식이나 어떤 뉴스에 대한 매체에 대한 지식을 습득하기가 굉장히 어렵습니다. 따라서 그런 프로젝트를 초창기 시작했었는데요. 2008년도에 하지만 커피북이나 이런 것들을 통해서 청각장애인분들께서 바리스타라는 직업을 갖고 원하셨고, 따라서 저희는 그런 교육 기회가 없었기 때문에 그런 교육 기회를 만들어내므로써 청각장애인분들 하나의 기회를 넓혀주는 것에 포커스를 맞춰서 청각장애인들에게 바리스타 교육을 시작하였고요. 미시라 프로젝트 같은 경우에도 여러
Your time is expired. Judges, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the